Hey, my name is Caitlin Wynn. I'm a business and communications major, and I'm a senior.
Hi, my name is Karis. I am a communications and art major here at Brevard College, and we are both a part of the Sports Media Practicum class.
We'd like to welcome you here for our podcast with the women's soccer team. We hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like, subscribe for all BC Tornado events.
Go Tornadoes!
Okay, joining us today is Michaela Zavetkin and Kinley Mosley. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
Doing good.
That's good. Now, I just have to ask first off, I heard about Atlanta. I heard y'all ate some really good food.
Yeah.
I'm jealous because I heard about steak and it was all you could eat.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously, I think there was definitely some team bonding there. Mm-hmm. So how would y'all describe that experience as a team together?
Well, like, first of all, we got to experience food that we normally don't get to eat, and like especially the steakhouse I even don't get to experience like on my regular. So like I think it was kind of funny, like all of us there like, wow, bougie. But yeah, it was fun.
I think it was great. I've never experienced anything like that, and it just was funny. Sophia was sitting at my table, and it was like, yep. All of us
just
were
keep
saying
coming
yes
out.
to
Yeah,
everything
keep coming
that
out.
came.
We had a card, green and red, and you flipped it based off if you wanted food or not.
Oh, yeah.
Green all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I
don't blame you.
table was like
you need the
green.
protein, obviously. You had a big game the next day.
Gotta get ready.
But before we go any further, I do want to go ahead and just highlight some of y'all, like some of your bios. Kinley, starting with you. You had a breakout season this year, I have to say. You played in all 20 games, starting 16, and scored a career high of 12 goals, ranking 5th in conference and 2nd on the team. Your performance earned USA's 2nd team all-conference honors, highlighted by Player of the Week award during 3-goal stretch that included a 2-game goal, including a game-winning goal versus Carolina University on September 16th and a goal versus Meredith on September 19th. You also added 5 points and an assist in the conference tournament, securing you a spot on the all-tournament team. Capping off by scoring the PK, and I actually do want to talk about that PK before we go any further. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know a lot about soccer, but your PK, if you would have missed, then y'all could have lost that game, correct?
Yes.
So yours was definitely the tying score. What was that pressure like?
So I try to, like, any PK I take, I try to, like, not think about the pressure. I try to walk up with confidence. As long as I know the ball is going in, it's going to go in. So that's my mindset, kind of. I know I have the upper hand against the keeper. So, yeah, like I said, my mindset is just, it's going to go in. So, yeah, I mean, I tried to ignore the pressure because even if I did miss, I knew my team would have my back. So, yeah, I mean, I just did my role, and I think I did it well. I mean, I scored.
It's over, yeah. So right now, as I said before, there are 5 shots. You get to miss some and you get to score others. 5 shots, it will be over after this. Kinley Mosley scores, the penalty shootout continues. Kinley Mosley misses. Unfortunately, this would be game over. Kinley Mosley goes.
Kinley Mosley, number 17. She needs to score that penalty. Kinley Mosley! Oh my days! Goal! Tornadoes score! Kinley Mosley, number 17. Oh my days.
So, yeah. I mean,
Now, is that something that y'all practice practice all the time? Is it every practice or just once in a while?
So, we didn't really do it in regular season, but come postseason, we did heavily practice PKs, to find the best fits, whatever. But that definitely helped a lot, too. That got me used to taking PKs because, you don't take one every game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, great, awesome. Now, Michaela, with you... Oh my goodness, I don't even know. I'm proud of you because I've known you for so long and I'm so proud.
I appreciate it.
So you definitely cemented yourself as one of the performers in D3 this year, earning prestigious USA South Player of the Year award. Congratulations for that.
Thank
You played in all 20 games, starting 17, and led Division III in game-winning goals with 11.
Okay.
You were ranked 3rd nationally with 52 points and points per game with 2.74. You also were tied for 3rd in goals with 22. In conference play, you led in shots on goal with 66, and you were ranked 3rd in assists with 10. Your achievements earned USA South first team all-conference honors, TopDrawerSoccer.com National Player of the Week, and 2-time USA South Player of the Week. You also earned all-tournament team honors, capping off your senior season with a set career high in goals, assists, points, shots on goal, and game-winning goals.
Gosh.
Wow.
Truly a great season. Amazing. How does it feel to be USA South Player of the Year?
It honestly is like it's crazy because at the beginning of this year I sat down with senior and had a conversation because coming back off of my injury at the end of last season, I just like wasn't where I wanted to be coming into this year, and I had set high goals for myself. Like in our postseason meeting last year, I said I wanted to be Player of the Year. I wanted to break the school record for goals scored in a season. So to go from not thinking that was even going to be possible this season to exceeding all of those expectations is just like an absolutely like undescribable feeling.
Yeah.
So definitely teared up when I found out.
Yeah, for sure. Now, y'all are both forwards, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I feel like, whenever I'm watching the game, I feel like y'all play a lot of like, or, y'all both are always crossing the ball to each other. Now, Kinley, has Michaela been someone like that role model for you these past 2
I
years?
can't tell you how much of a role model she is to me. I've told her multiple times, dude, like, I want to be just like her, like, setting
And
all
she
these
can.
records. We'll see. I have 2 years, so we'll see. But
Well, these past 2 years have been really good. So you got 2 more.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you do with these next 2 years.
I'm excited, yeah. But on and off the field, great person, great role model. Like, I can't get enough of her.
Oh, that's so
yeah.
sweet.
Sappy.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna miss her.
Maybe.
sure.
No.
Just a little bit, only a
Depends.
little bit. Michaela, you led the D3 in game-winning goals with 11, and you were ranked 3rd in points per game. What does that feel like? I know you just mentioned, you had all these goals, and to finally,
Yeah.
reach those goals. I mean, that just shows if you
Yeah.
chase your goals and you keep dreaming, it's obviously possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, for people that, even like Kinley, chasing dreams, what do you have to say for people like that?
I'd probably just, like, if it's really something that you want to achieve, just, like, put your head down and work. Like, that's all I did this season. And I think a really big part of it was not focusing on the end point, but kind of just, like, focusing, like, where I'm at, like, not focusing on the stats or how I'm comparing to other people on the team or in the conference or even nationally. It's more so just focused on like what you're doing and how what you're doing right now can push you forward to achieve like what you want to.
Yeah, your goals definitely for sure. So, coming out of high school, we are both obviously wanting to go somewhere to play soccer. What made you choose Brevard ultimately?
Well, taking soccer aside, I grew up visiting here. My grandparents live 5 minutes down the road. So Brevard was already on the radar, and I was lucky enough to go to an ID camp, get an email from JJ, hey, we want you. I'm like, cool. There's a funny story behind that as well, but long story short, I ended up committing beginning my senior year. Haven't regretted it, obviously. But yeah, that's how I came across Brevard.
Oh, well, that's great. Now, Michaela, you're a little further ways away, so.
Yeah. It was my senior year, and there's a tournament in Raleigh. I think everyone calls it, is it the Castle Tournament? I think it's referred to as the Castle Tournament, but it has like hundreds of scouts that go there. So I think this was the first year that my team went, and a coach who's no longer here, she was the one who actually scouted and recruited me. And I visited, and I was like, yep, that seems cool. I'll do it. I want to play soccer. Like, I enjoy the coaches. And very glad that I ended up making that decision.
Oh, yeah. Now, taking soccer out of that, what is campus like? I mean, how is campus, also made that decision to where you wanted to come? And, obviously, I see you all the time with friends walking around and obviously your team. So what does the campus do for you ultimately?
I mean, Brevard checked all my boxes as far as academics and sports, so that helped a lot. Academically, I wanted somewhere small, somewhere that I could grow individually and academically, and Brevard just checked those boxes, so it was a perfect fit.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a culture change with me. I came from a really big high school. I think my graduating class had almost 700 kids in it, so like
Yeah.
majority of the population.
Oh,
at
more than here,
Brevard.
yeah.
So it was a nice tempo change though. I think the fact that this is a very tight-knit community, like everybody knows everybody, and professors are like, you're able to get a really good relationship with professors, so I think that is like a plus to it.
Yeah, just adds a little bonus point to it. Last year, I know SVU was the loss, but coming into this year, like, I talked to some of the girls and they were like, yeah, like USA South Championship. And, obviously you won that. So congratulations. But did you think Nationals was also going to be on the radar, or was it just looking straight for the USA South Championship?
So we took, the ultimate goal was to win the championship in the regular season, and we know what comes with that is nationals. So during the season, we had our hearts set on this championship, which we did, which led us to nationals, obviously. But I think that just makes the program even bigger. That sets our goals even higher, and I'm excited to see what next season looks like, because that just makes our goals bigger.
Yeah, for sure. Now, moving on, season's over. What's next? I know, Michaela, you're graduating. Is there any soccer left?
Potentially.
Okay.
Kind of exploring that avenue right now. Nothing cemented, but if I get the opportunity, it would still like to be something that I continue to do.
Yeah, I would love to see that opportunity unfold for sure. Kinley coming in junior year, correct, next year? So what are you looking forward for next season?
I mean, every season's fun, so I'm just excited for the season to come back. But
Just excited.
after a much-needed break. But yeah, I'm just excited for the season. Excited for spring season to get better. Spring season games, just hang out with the team, enjoy it. So I'm just looking forward to enjoying it.
Bond some more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming on here, and congratulations again on USA
Thank
South.
you so much.
Hello, BC Tornadoes. I'm joined by Abby Nunez and MK Smoke. All right, we're all juniors here, so how have your years gone so far?
Good. I mean, so far so good. Exams are coming up, so, the normal.
Lots of busy work.
Yeah, for sure.
Good as well. I think we've had a very exciting year this year, so I think it's made the semester fly by. So
Yeah, a great way to end the semester, definitely.
yes.
All right, I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to start with you, Abby, and then I'll go to MK, and then we're going to do one full question for both of y'all. All right. Abby Nunez, you're a junior goalkeeper who received USA South Goalie of the Year honors. You also made the USA South First Team All-Conference and was also awarded USA South Defender of the Week 3 times over the course of the 2025 season. You started in all 16 games and led the conference in goals against average with 0.36 and save percentage with 90.2%. In just 16 games, you tallied 6 shutouts and 46 saves, which is crazy.
Can be a great chance right now. She plays short to Montes. Montes tries to shoot. That's a nice shot. What a save by Abby Nunez.
In the conference tournament, you also made all-tournament team, and you were awarded tournament MVP for saving 9 of the 10 shots on goal that you faced on your way to shutouts in the semifinals and final. So, Abby, you're one of the powerhouses on this team. How do you handle moments when the entire game comes down to you, especially during the PKs at the South Conference Championships?
I kind of enter this flow state, if you will, and it just am in it, not really thinking about it too much, and just doing what has to be done.
Yeah. And what did it feel like being awarded USA South Goalie of the Year, not just this year, but for the second year in a row?
Well, it obviously felt nice, but it was a really big honor. I there are some good goalkeepers in our conference, but I think a lot of it has to do with how good we are defensively. So it was a good honor.
Yeah. And as a goalkeeper, you see the entire field, and I should know since I was taking photos the entire game, you were yelling at everybody and making sure everybody was in their place. How do you communicate and lead your back line, especially with MK here?
Just always like, watching the ball, but it's also not watching the ball. Like I see where the ball is at, then I need to check my shoulder. Okay, where's my outside back? Where are they? And then communicate to them. To then maybe communicate to the midfield. I tell MK all the time, next time they're in earshot, tell this person that, tell them that, that type of thing.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your questions and answers. All right, we're going to head over to you, MK. MK Smoke received all conference nominations for the third season in a row, this time making the USA South second team. She played in all but one game of the Tornadoes, starting in 18 of them, putting 2 shots on goal while playing 1,456 minutes. She also helped the Tornadoes win the USA South regular and postseason championship. So, MK, how does it feel to not only be carrying 1, but 2 conference championship rings this year?
It feels amazing. It definitely feels like all the hard work that we've put in has paid off, and I think being able to see not only 1 but 2 rings, especially this year, was truly amazing and great as well for the seniors, just to have that experience with all them.
Yeah, I know from my previous interviews, a lot of the answers became like, we want those 2 rings this year. Very, very happy for you guys. And as a starting defender on the women's soccer team, what is the most underrated defensive skill people rarely talk about?
That's hard, but I think as a back line, we're really good at dealing with the unknown. Like, just if someone's coming or we have a shot taken and it's not necessarily expected, like, we're really good at being able to take whatever needs to be done and do it. I think that's definitely an underrated skill that needs to be for a successful back line.
Yeah. And speaking of those skills, for both of y'all, what makes a defender-goalkeeper partnership great?
Trust. And like, we've played together now for 3 years. I know how she plays, she knows how I play. Like, we kind of just have that mutual understanding, like, that's kind of an MK ball, okay? That's an Abby ball,
Yeah.
So trust, I would say.
Yeah, I kind of have the same answer, just like we have been playing with each other for 3 years now, and just knowing that, like, if I don't go up and get a ball, or like I know I'm letting a ball go, but I know Abby's going to get it. And I think, like, even in practices and games, like, we just practice that balance and relationship of, like, who's getting it, who's not, so I think that's really helped us.
Yeah. And as you're both juniors heading into your senior seasons, what lessons from like this year and past years do you want to take with you into your senior year?
I think just have fun with it. And this year we were a lot like in the moment, like we're in this game, we're here to win it all. And I think next season I just want to go in and enjoy it as my last season and have fun with it, have fun with the girls that I've been playing with. And
yeah. And y'all have had a lot of fun this year, too.
Yes, a lot.
Oh, yeah, I 100% agree. I think, it's coming now to the time that, we're getting older. We're not going to be here much longer, and we just need to enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. It was great talking to y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Joining us today is Kiara Porcelli and Olivia Guillermo. How are y'all today?
Good.
Good. Finally got a break.
Yeah.
Kind of sad though, right? I mean, senior season.
Yeah. But body's tired, so.
So a needed break, but,
Still sad.
Still sad. Still bittersweet though. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like, y'all definitely made some big achievements this year. So how does that feel to, finally beat SVU in the championship?
Oh, it feels so good. It feels fabulous.
Go ahead, brag a little bit. It's okay.
No, it feels great. Feeling. Yeah.
It took like 4 years.
Only took 4 years.
It only took 4 years for us. So.
But hey, you made it. Yeah. You can finally check it off.
Yes.
And then went to nationals, ate some good food.
Oh, yeah.
I saw your haul of your shopping haul, so I personally want to know what you bought. I didn't get to see the whole thing, so please enlighten.
I bought so much. I bought, and I wasn't even supposed to be spending money, and I spent like probably like $200. So that was not ideal.
Yeah, I just watched.
Yeah,
She's there for moral support, right?
I let it
Yeah.
happen.
she did. And what type of friend does that to me?
Yeah.
So whenever I was with Michaela and Kinley, we were talking about the food. So I'm curious. I want to know everyone's thoughts on the food because I heard from Izzy and it sounded pretty good. So the all-you-can-eat steak. I
Oh.
wish I would have been
That
there.
was
But
so good.
That was great.
It was like just so much, like steak, chicken, lamb. So much was happening,
Pork.
and it just kept coming, and it was like, wow, this is heaven.
No,
This
it
is
was
great.
really good. Yeah, even the dessert was good.
So
Some
good.
people got a little excited in that department.
Yeah.
oh, that's good. That's good. Now, before we go any further, I do want to go ahead and get a little bit of highlight from your bios. Olivia, starting with you, you're a senior forward, and I have to say you saved your best season for last. You appeared in all 20 games, starting 15, and recorded a career high of 4 goals and 12 points, along with 4 assists. Even more impressive, 2 of those were game-winning shots. So before I jump to you, Kiara, sorry, can you just take me through those game-winning shots?
What was it? It was Mary Baldwin, right?
Yes, Mary Baldwin and Pfeiffer.
Okay. And they were both like corners, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I just have like a thing, like heading the ball. My
Yeah.
head's always on the ball, so it's just fun time. I just jump and hope that it goes in.
Just
most
there
of
and
the
you close
time.
your eyes and wish for the
Yes,
best.
totally. That's literally what it is.
But hey, I mean, game winners, so
Yes.
doesn't get better than that. Now, Kiara, you're a senior midfielder. You capped off your final season with style. You earned USA South All-Conference second team and all-tournament honors while logging a massive of 1,526 minutes and appearing in every single game this season. You also scored 2 goals and delivered 5 assists, including a career high of 3 assists in the season opener against Alice Lloyd. When the postseason arrived, you stepped up again, scoring a crucial goal in the first conference tournament game against Salem.
Porcelli should try to get the ball. Porcelli looking for the ball. The ball's going to stay with Zavekan. Zavekan plays to Porcelli. Porcelli has a great chance to score! Goal!
I was actually going through film last night, and I went back and I saw your goal, and I was like, oh my gosh, go Kiara! Yes, because, I don't know a lot about soccer, so please correct me, but, as a midfielder, you probably don't get that chance to score a lot. So whenever it's there, I mean, I would take it. So you definitely do. And it ended up paying off. So, take me through your position as midfielder. Like, what are you looking for? Are you looking to just have those assists or?
I do a lot of like different types of things. So I do switch between the defensive mid and like the just midfielder. So depending on which one I'm in is different roles. Kind of just like to like play make, so I don't look to shoot often. It happens randomly and very sparsely when I need to, but I do like to pass and I like to do all the assists and that type of stuff. I really find that fun. And then when I'm defending, I like to do that as well.
You get a little aggressive. I see you out there. Okay? I'm like, dang, Kiara, get her. Now, you were also a captain. So what, first off, how does that feel to be chosen to be a captain?
It feels great. I think it was my sophomore year, so it was definitely exciting. And it just felt like a new responsibility, and like there was like a will that I like would get better and keep going. So I was excited to learn and like learn how to lead all these girls and just be there.
Yeah, be there for them and show them the ropes. Now, going back off of that being a captain, did you feel like, obviously there's a lot of pressure, so, you have to have your own style of game while also kind of being their leader. So, and I'm sure that gets challenging. So what were some of the challenges that, you faced with that?
Sometimes, I mean, not a perfect human, so there's definitely games where I started and I was like, yeah, this is not looking good for Kiara. But just, like, I can't really, like, take a minute to, like, collect myself because I do have to, like, focus, especially in the middle. There's, like, a certain like communication that I have to have for the girls I play with.
Mhm.
So just like the struggle of like collecting myself while making sure I'm doing the job that I'm out there to do, which is communicate and like help and just be there, is a little rough. Sometimes I wish I could just like time out for like a minute, collect my thoughts, and then get back into it. So it's just kind of like dealing with that on the play, like knowing I'm not doing my best
Yeah.
and having just like, oh, here we go, keep
Still-
going.
yeah,
So
still
yeah,
keep
that's a little
going.
tough.
Now, Olivia, this season, I mean, I don't watch a lot of soccer, but I was there a lot this year, and just watching you play, you're always just like on the go. Like, I just feel like wherever the ball's at, like you're right there. So, you know, with this being your season, like your senior season, how do you feel like you've grown as a player from freshman you until now?
Well, for one, I had a position change. I went from playing the outside wing to playing like center forward, and that's like a lot more involvement in the middle. I played a lot more with Kiara this year, and I don't know, it was just more so like being open to playing different positions, and I kind of found a position that I was more comfortable in and played well in and got a lot more minutes in. So, and I think just like mentally grew, like was able to just put my head down and work. It was a rough start for me, and then it got better. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, bouncing off that, so for those people that are coming in, or even people now that feel like, you know, they're kind of in a position that they don't feel comfortable in, or like they don't feel like they're doing the best in, what advice do you have to give?
Just like play. Like, even if you think you don't know the position that well, you play soccer, you've probably played it your whole life, like you're gonna end up doing well somewhere, and you'll eventually find where you like fit in on the team, I think.
Yeah. So senior year of high school, you had to make a choice for what college. So why did you choose Brevard ultimately?
I think I chose it because I didn't really want to continue to play soccer in college, just because I was kind of like, didn't have the best club like last couple years, so I was like, oh god. It kind of started to feel like more of a chore than something that you should love. And then when I came and like met the girls, it was fun, and I was like, seems like a good place to go. And I had the mindset of like, I'll come and I'll try it out for a year. If I don't like it, then we're good with soccer, and that's just how it's gonna go. Then I came in and met my best friends, and that just changed my life forever. So I stayed.
Me also, that's kind of weird that like my last few years, like in high school playing club soccer and stuff, like I kind of hated it. And then also I just needed like a change of scenery. Obviously moving across the country was a lot, but like I came, had a tour, met senior, and I met a good amount of the girls, and I just like, it's beautiful here. It just seemed like a good place to be, and I don't know, I just loved it. And then drove myself across country, came over here.
Now, saying driving across the country, are you going to stay in North Carolina, or are you going back?
Ooh, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Possibly. Okay. You know, y'all had a group of freshmen come in this year, and obviously some freshmen had some really good minutes. So what was that like, trying to show them the ropes of, you know, what BC women's soccer is all about?
I would say they were really easy to work. Like, they were easy to join the team, which is a blessing, a very big blessing when they're very good people. And they just fit in nicely. They kind of let us do, like, the big part of, like, welcoming them in. And I think they just were easy.
Yeah, they were easy to, like, talk to, as far as like not like telling them what to do, but like if they had questions, like they understood it, or if you told them to like do something, just because like we've known senior like a lot longer, so we kind of know what he wants. And so if they're like struggling in a department, they're like easy to help, I guess. And like always asking for advice and always giving them a lot of feedback.
So with your senior year wrapping up, y'all are both graduating in May, correct?
Yes.
So what's next? What happens after Brevard?
Hopefully nursing school for me. I hope. Probably get on those applications soon.
Kiara, how about you?
I would say I'm getting my degree in teaching.
Mm-hmm.
That world is really difficult right now, so looking into what's happening there, but I also want to coach.
Oh, yeah.
So anything with that aspect is something I'm into. So just really wherever the wind takes me, I guess.
You're just along for the ride, just
Yeah.
taking it all in day by day.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I should probably be more like that. I'm always stressing about it. But I just want to say congratulations on winning the USA South, and thank you both for being here. Really appreciate it. I know the program is going to miss y'all, and y'all have been a blessing to the program and to everyone else on the team. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, Tornadoes. It's Karis again, here with Nico Arroyo and Natalie DeBella. What's up, guys? How do you think your season came out? Like, winning the conference championships, that's a big deal.
That is it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really happy with how the season went. Coming from, like, in high school where I lost 2 state championships in a row, and then coming to this, it's just honestly been a joy.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Like, in high school and club, like, not getting those, like, big tournament wins or whatever, like, just coming here, and also, like, my freshman year, we weren't really that fortunate, you know, so, like, now, like, finally achieving that, it feels really good.
Do y'all think that's mainly because of the team y'all have built or the charisma y'all have built together?
Easily. I think so.
Yeah. All right. Now, I know we were talking a little bit beforehand. I just wanted to ask y'all, we were talking about food for those of y'all in the audience. What is y'all's favorite meal to have before a game just to prepare for it?
Okay, so I would say, like, before a game, maybe, like, some pasta. Like, not before a game, but, like, maybe, like, a day before. I got, like, a nice pasta, and then, like, maybe, like, an hour before a game, maybe, like, a little granola bar. That's it. I don't like to fill up the stomach too much, you know.
Same. I mean, I would say I was pretty inconsistent this season with, like, what I ate before, but, like, especially those morning games, it's literally like a go-go squeeze and a granola bar and call it a day.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess it's time to officially introduce y'all. I'll go with you first, Nico. All right, Nico, you appeared in 7 matches where you started in 4 of them, and you earned USA South Defender of the Week for the last of 3 shutouts versus North Carolina Wesleyan. Or you also went 4-0-0 in your final season as a Tornado, only allowing 1 goal, which came in the season finale in the NCAA tournament versus Rhodes. You also helped the Tornadoes win the USA South regular and postseason championship. So, Nico, as a senior this year, how has your playing style evolved from where you first started as a freshman till now?
I would say just the way that I feel like the way that I play now it's not anything different. I think, like, mentally it's a lot different. You know, physicality was never an issue for me, you know. I think that stayed the same, but just mentally, just making those smarter decisions, just making those fast decisions as well is just something that has definitely changed in my playing style for sure.
Yeah. And as a senior this year, what sort of lessons do you want to pass down to underclassmen or new starting athletes next year, like Natalie here?
I would say to not take it for granted. You know, as a senior now, I know that I'm not going to step on the field anymore, so that kind of sucks, and I kind of look back at it and I'm just like, okay, maybe I should have been grateful for this moment or whatever. So definitely just be more grateful and just have fun. So
yeah,
I'd say that.
And with you graduating in the spring, first of all, like, what's your major? What are you planning on doing with that? Where are you going after graduation?
So I'm a major in exercise science, and I'm planning to graduate in May and hopefully get into AT program soon, back at home in Jacksonville, Florida.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Thank you so much, Nico. All right, now to you, Natalie. Natalie appeared in 18 games, starting in 4 of them, tallying 3 assists and 3 shots on goal. She dished out a career high and first 2 assists in the season opener versus Alice Lloyd on September 2nd and got her 3rd versus Mary Baldwin. Natalie also helped the Tornadoes, again, win the USA South regular and postseason championships. Now, Natalie, as a freshman, what motivated you to choose Brevard, or what called you to this soccer program?
So when I was searching for schools, no matter how much time went by, the coach, JJ, he was very consistent with reaching out to me. He was always texting me. He made me feel wanted, and that was, like, the dividing factor from, like, all the other schools I was talking to. So, and then, like, when I would come here for visits, like, it was clear that I was wanted. So that's why I came here.
Yeah. Seems like a very powerful start.
Yeah.
So, again, what part of your game grew the most during your freshman year here, freshman season?
I would say physically, probably just, like, being physical in the game and also, like, heading the ball, because I'd get yelled at for not doing so. But, yeah, I guess that's, oh my God. I would say that's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah. And for both of you, I know you said your coach, the coach of the women's soccer team, JJ, he was the largest impact on you this season. What other coaches or teammates did both of y'all, like, greatly impacted you guys?
I would say Sally and Kayla. Definitely. Like, I know, like, I never really had women coaches before, and just, like, coming here, like, Sally and Kayla, like, definitely, like, helps me, you know, like, just, like, on the field, yes, but also, like, off the field, like, they are that support system. If I do need help, you know, I'm always, like, Kayla, like, I need help, or Sally, you won't believe that this happened, and, like, whatever, like, I don't know, they are great people, so I would give that to them.
And for me, I would say, like, the seniors. Like, they really helped me throughout this entire season. Like, I came onto the team really only knowing, like, some of the freshman girls, because we had, like, met when we would come to, like, some of the events here at school leading up to us, like, attending in August. And when the first time we ever went out on the field, we had done, like, what was it? Like, soccer, tennis. Oh, and after a few of the girls were doing, they were practicing the fitness test because we were getting prepared for the midnight fitness test.
Ooh, yeah.
And I was like, none of the freshmen were staying around to practice it. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, do I do this? And I met Key, like, officially for the first time and, like, everything. And she was like, just run it with us. And that was, like, the start of, like, her, Mick, even, like, I started meeting, like, Nico and Mo and all of them. Like, I feel like they were really pushing me. And, like, one of my biggest things is doing things for the seniors. Because, like, I learned in high school, like, when you're the senior, like, you're the one that wants it the most. And when other people don't want it as bad as you, it gets frustrating. So I try to, like, feed into that and, like, help out as much as possible. And I was like, this is, like, what I have to do this year is, like, do it for them. So
Wow. That was a good answer.
How did that feel, like, helping you guys win the championship, getting that second ring for them, like what a lot of them wanted in several of the interviews I did?
I cried, like, just because, like, I was so happy for, like, them, like, seeing, like, Mick and all of them, like, hugging each other and just being so, like, ecstatic about it, like, that made me happy. And it was like, I felt like Janie, like, I was crying with tears of joy, like, but yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
I think not to, like, brag or anything, but I think we did a good job of, like, showing everyone, like, what it really meant to us. And, like, I feel like they were like, all right, like, let's do this. So they did that, and, like, here we are.
Yeah. And one final question for you guys. What was your favorite moment this season?
I would say there's a lot of favorites. But I would say one of the top ones was us going to Outback after
Wait,
beating
yeah, that was good.
SVU.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
because we had really like no idea that we were going to Outback until like we were on the bus already, and it was just
Yeah.
like such good energy,
Yeah.
and it was just a overall like really great experience.
I would say like definitely like when we won conference. I just like I look back at like my freshman year and like being like at the bottom, you know, like sitting in the locker room looking at the rankings and, you know, 10 out of or 8 out of the 10 make it to the conference tournament, and we were just one of those that were just sitting like right there at like 8 or 9, just kind of like waiting for like an upset to happen so then we can like move up, you know, like just like all of that was kind of like going through my head when we won. Like we just went from that to this. So
Yeah.
I definitely would say that's my favorite moment for sure.
That's really sweet. Well, thank you guys for participating in this interview.
Thank you for
I wish
having
you
us.
all- I wish you the best of luck in your sophomore season and the
Thank
best
you.
of luck in graduation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Joining us now is Brennan Howell and Michaela Edwards. How are y'all?
Good.
So this has kind of been a question that I've been asking everyone else that I've had, because I heard that y'all ate some really good food in Atlanta. So how was the food? How was the bonding experience with the team?
I really loved the experience. It was an amazing experience with the girls. The food, absolutely amazing. The steakhouse, we had Cheesecake Factory. What else?
I mean, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I liked the Brazilian steakhouse.
The
I've never
steakhouse-
been there before.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was
Yeah.
amazing. They just kept bringing out more and more meat.
It wouldn't
and
stop.
We just kept eating and eating.
Yeah.
You just keep it coming.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Just bring me everything you got. So before we move forward, I do want to have some or read some highlights of your bios. Michaela, you earned USA South First Team All Conference and All Tournament Team honors, and this was just your first collegiate experience, your first collegiate season. You played in all 20 games, starting 18 of them, and you showed versatility with both defensive strength and attacking awareness. You recorded your first career assist against Meredith on September 19th and followed it with your first career goal on October 29th against Pfeiffer. Brennan, sophomore forward, you brought a lot of energy this season to the team, and you played in all 20 games, starting 7. You found the back of the net 6 times this season, and you also showed your vision with your careers that you had. You had a career high of 6 assists. One of your biggest moments came in the conference tournament semifinals on November 5th, where you scored a massive goal against Mary Baldwin. So congratulations to both of y'all, like, on those accomplishments. That's everything. Michaela, freshman year, what was it coming in, transitioning from high school to college? I'm sure there was a lot of nerves. So, but what was that like coming in?
There was definitely a lot of nerves coming in, just in a new environment, new girls, and having to adjust to college itself. But the girls made it a very smooth transition. They made it very easy to make friends, and they're really like sisters to me now. So I think I quickly adapted to not only the girls but soccer. They made it quick, especially starting with the 2-a-days. It was like we're getting right into it. And I feel like they made it super easy, not only the girls but the coaches as well.
Yeah, so, did you have any big goals coming into freshman year? Were you thinking I'll be on the all tournament team and, we'll win the USA South and go to nationals? Was any of that in the back of your mind, or was it just, I'm just here?
Yeah, it was almost like I'm just here. Like I didn't know what to come in and expect. I knew the girls did amazing last season, so I kind of knew that there was a standard. But for me personally, I did not expect to do what I did this season. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Now, Brennan, last year you were in her same shoes. So what do you think was different coming into sophomore year rather than freshman year last year?
I think main thing is just trust. Like, obviously you go through a whole season with, like, girls and who clicks with who, and, just trusting, 100% everybody on the field, and I think it just kind of worked out like that.
Yeah, and now you had career high of 6 assists. What was different in your, I guess, the style of how you play this season having those assists? Was it more of if I have the opportunity, I'm going to take it, and then if there's someone else, just go ahead and go? Because I don't think it was really forced. It's kind of just, it looks like if it's there, I'm going to give the ball up. So, I guess what I'm really trying to ask is, how do you decide when you should give that ball?
That's a good question. I mean, if like I see it open, I see it open. Like I feel like I'm one to play with the ball at my feet, so that just means like making sure I'm aware of like my surroundings before I get the ball and kind of like focus. I have to know where like everybody is. So if I see somebody open and like somebody willing to like take that shot when my back is away from the goal, then I'm obviously going to pass it to them and not like worry about all the defenders like on my back, you know.
Yeah. So you've been here for 2 seasons and this is your first, so you're fairly fresh here. So what made you choose Brevard? What was it that was just like, this is the place, this is where I'm coming?
Me personally, I think it was a small community. I could just tell it was very close, well-knit. And I loved the coaches coming in. So I think that was a big thing for me.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, I like being like outdoors, so I think that was definitely like a thing for me. I've always grown up like in smaller like size schools, so I think like the one-on-one attention in class is like a very important thing.
Yeah, and so kind of touching kind of what you said, taking soccer out of it and just you, like your personality and Brevard, what does your personality look like? Taking soccer out of it, just the school, just the people here. How would you describe yourself?
I feel like I'm more outdoorsy now. Like I
More-
definitely
oh, yeah.
go out more with my friends. We're all close. We'll be like, hey, do you guys want to go out to the fields or, you know, just go to the waterfalls? Something small that I think I didn't really have at home.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the nature here is absolutely beautiful. So it's just taking it and like being grateful for the nature around us. Whereas when I was at home, it wasn't like this at all. Like, I wasn't really a nature person, but now I feel like I'm almost forced to be, but I love it.
Oh, see, I've never been a nature person, and being here has not got me out yet. But you know, maybe I just need to try to go out more. Brennan, how about you?
I would just say like making sure my leadership, I guess, is being portrayed like when I'm not on the soccer field. Like I'm an RA, so kind of like when I'm not playing soccer and stuff like that, like I have to make sure like I'm being a good role model and setting an example on campus.
Yeah, that's great. I think, you know, looking at that, not only, like you said, being the role model for the freshman class and the incoming class, but also to other students on campus. And I think sometimes, like, people kind of get that misconstrued, like, with athletes, like, oh, like, y'all can do anything. But, you know, I feel like majority of the athletes here are more, well, they're well-based with, they have responsibility on their team, but they're also, like you said, RAs and peer leaders and stuff like that. So I think that's great. Next season, moving in, what are some of the goals that, you know, y'all have for the team and for yourselves personally?
I would just say, like, keeping up the energy, keeping up the standard. Like, obviously, we're not going to, like, I don't expect us to win, like, all 4 of my years and, like, be undefeated, like, for 4 years. That would be amazing, obviously. But, like, as long as we're working hard and keeping the same standard every single day and giving 100%, like, that's what make me happy.
Yeah, I think I would agree as well. Keeping our head down, blue-collar team, work hard. That's been our standard, and I think that will continue to be our standard. It would obviously be nice to continue the conference, you know, winning. But I think it's just coming out and doing our 100% that day, whatever it looks like, and that's the standard. But yeah, it would be nice to, you know, win the conference again and, you know, maybe potentially make nationals again.
Oh,
I
yeah.
felt great this year, and I think it would be great to build upon that. So.
Yeah. Now, I asked some of the other girls this too. Coming in this season, was nationals in your mind, or was it strictly just beat SVU this year in the championship? Was there any point that I was like, oh, like, yeah, nationals too? Or was it strictly USA South?
Not for me, no. I wasn't really thinking about nationals, honestly. I was just thinking about, like, in conference, like, what we could do better. And, like, we've never beat Meredith before, from what I understand anyway. Like, the past 4 years we've played them, we've never been able to beat them. And then this year we were able to. So, like, that was kind of, like, one of the, like, yes moments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I know Meredith was a big one for us. Also SVU, we have it's a good rivalry with us. So I think
They're a good team.
Yeah, they are. And so I think it was important for us as a team to get through conference first. But in the back of our minds, like, we knew we had the potential to make nationals. So it was work hard during the season, and then whatever happens, happens. And if we're able to make nationals, great. If not, let's get done what we can get done in conference.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of seniors graduating this year, and, you know, y'all got the opportunity to play with the seniors this year. So what's going to be different not having them, or what are some things that they've just, really done that's just been like, dang, like this is going to be a missing piece next year?
Ooh, I would just say, like, the grit that they have. Like, some of these seniors, they were hurt, like, pretty much all season long, and, like, you can't really tell. And, like, they just give it their all every single game. And it's just, like, really inspiring to see, and I feel like we definitely need to keep that up for next season when they're gone.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Their grit, their want to be there, like they knew that this was their last year. So that brings a different amount of energy off with them. So even in the last game against SVU, I was telling Mick, I was like, we're doing this for you. Like, it's not over yet. And so I think I felt their passion, and that made me want to play harder for them. Yeah, and watching that game, it was just like, they would have the ball down in y'all's end, but y'all were just like there the entire time, defense, like strictly there. And it was just like both fighting. And like you could obviously see the fight from not only y'all, but also SVU side as well. But I think that was a great game, and I think y'all played amazing. So congratulations with that.
Thank you.
It's your freshman year, freshman season. What do you have to say to the freshmen that are coming in? Oh, man. That's a great question. I think just come in and work hard. All of the girls around us, they're going to push you. Like, so on days that you feel like, you can't bring your 100%, still bring it, because they're going to be girls to pick you up when you're down. And then off-season training, just come in fit. And, yeah, I think that's our biggest thing. Yeah. So looking at the BC women's program and what's it all about, what does the program itself mean personally to each of y'all? Ooh. That's a hard one. I think for me personally, it's about family. I think all of us are really tight, and we have a lot of inside jokes. So for me personally, it's about, with being with the girls and being a family, and then, again, picking each other up when on days where we're just not having the best day. It's like you walk into the locker room, and girls notice that you might be down, and they immediately come over, and they're picking you up.
Yeah, I agree. I think the respect that we have for like each other is like outweighs anything, like any skill you have or anything, like how you treat each other, obviously. Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming out tonight, and best of luck next season. Hopefully we'll see another trophy sitting right here next year. Hope so. Hopefully. Thank you. Thank you both.
Hello again, Tornadoes. My name is Karis, and I'm here with Carissa Jenkins and Julia Needleman. So, guys, I know it's the day before Thanksgiving break. I just wanted to ask y'all before we get started, what are y'all planning on doing for this Thanksgiving?
Eating a lot of food. I'm going to Florida and then to Jersey to see family, so I'm very excited.
I'm just going home, and I'm going to visit a lot of my high school friends and just hang out with them and my family.
Yeah. What is your specific, favorite Thanksgiving food?
Stuffing, low-key.
Wait, yeah.
Or mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
You don't like mashed potatoes? Oh, you don't like potatoes?
Oh. Well, I know it's the week after the South Conference Championship and the National Championship, but specifically for the South Conference Championship, what was y'all's favorite moment?
For me personally, when we went to PKs, everyone was nervous because I've heard and seen in years past we didn't do so well on PKs. So for me personally, it was when Lily made the PK and we all ran up, we all started cheering. I know some of the men's soccer team came up on the field and started cheering with us, and it was just that was just such a good feeling to me.
Yeah, I think going from last year being in PKs and being in the position where we lost, and then this year winning, and I remember sitting on the sideline and we all were in a certain position the whole time PKs were going on, and Kiara was next to us, and she was on the last one, she was no one move, no one do anything, stay the exact way you were just standing the whole time. And I thought that was just funny, and it was such a great feeling to actually win this year and be in that position.
Yeah, there were definitely a lot of smiles and a lot of really great photos too. All right, getting into the bulk of the interview, I'm going to start with you, Carissa, introducing you, and then I'll go over to you, Julia. All right. Carissa, you played in 16 games, starting in 7 of them, including all 3 conference tournament games, where you dished out 1 assist on your way to the all-tournament team this year. You also scored your first career goal at Salem on October 15th, which is really exciting. So, going back to the tournament, what did it mean for you to be named all-conference team?
It was definitely a really good feeling. I had no idea what it was, but like it is definitely a good honor, and it like shows that like all the hard work I put in out of season and in season paid off.
Yeah. And what aspects of your game grew throughout your freshman season?
I would say like probably my confidence. Like I'm a confident player, I would say, but just the transition from high school to college, being a collegiate athlete is a very big transition. So when I like played my first game, I was very nervous, very shy and timid, but as the season progressed, like I would just say my confidence as a collegiate athlete grew, and I wasn't as shy.
Yeah. Did anybody specifically, like on the team, outside of the team, really help boost that confidence of yours?
I would say I had a lot of talks with senior, because I had a lot of talks with senior. Sorry. I had a lot of talks with my coach senior, who helps me, and he just like, in those talks, he would just talk me up, which obviously helped. And then I would say like the captains of the team, especially Key, because I played with her in the midfield, like she was very encouraging. She made me work harder and push myself more.
Yeah. I know you said you were a bit timid to start the season out. What were you most nervous about starting your first collegiate season here at Brevard?
Probably just like the change from high school level and club level soccer to collegiate level, because it's the speed of play is quicker, the physicality's much more physical and aggressive. So like that was probably the most nerve-wracking, because it's just such a big jump.
Yeah. And how did your teammates specifically help you through it? Because I know you said like there was a lot of big smiles at the tournament game. There were a lot of hugs, a lot of tears, a really great connection between all of you guys.
I just think as a team as a whole, like we're all very close, we're all very connected, and that started in preseason where we all just bonded and clicked, and everyone's very nice and outgoing. And then just like when it came to practicing and games, everyone was very encouraging. Like I know if I were to lose a ball, like they would just say, it's okay, you made a mistake, now go get it back and try not to make it again, and it's okay like to make mistakes. And they were just very encouraging and supporting throughout games, practices, outside of practices, and all that.
Yeah. And Julia, I know you are a sophomore this year. Was it very similar for you your freshman year?
100%. I definitely think like coming in here and like just going from a high school level of play and like club soccer and then playing here, it's a whole different speed of play, and I think adjusting to that was extremely stressful at first.
Julia, you appeared in all 20 games for the Tornadoes and started in 16 games on your way to receiving USA South All-Sportsmanship Team honors. You scored 2 goals versus Carolina University on September 16th and at Greensboro on September 23rd. You also helped the Tornadoes win the USA South regular and postseason championships. So, sportsmanship often shows up in the small moments. Was there specifically a moment this season where you consciously chose to lead with respect and integrity?
I think that, there's always going to be teams out there that have a different level of aggression than exactly what you're used to with your team. And I think there were a lot of moments in like high stress games where the intensity picked up and aggression picked up. And I think just choosing to like bring it back down and collect like myself as an individual and like not go out there and foul or like dirty tackles, I think was a big part of that. Just like learning how to like calm down internally when things outside and externally are like picking up.
Yeah. What do you hope to contribute to the team as an upperclassman these next couple years?
I think just like continuously putting in hard work. I think like coming in this year, that's something I definitely like changed. Not that I wasn't like that last year, but I think this year just like coming in and working hard, I think is a good example to set. And I do think that that's something that I will continue to do over the next few years. So.
Yeah. And as a midfielder who had 2 goals this season, when do you decide to push forward and take that shot yourself?
So I think that those 2 goals were headers, so I didn't actually shoot the ball. But I do think, like, in the sense of headers, like, being brave enough to, like, I think they were both, like, one was a corner, one was just a cross, and I think just, like, putting yourself in a risky situation for the team, like, in a close game is very important. I mean, in any game it's important. But when just taking the shot, I think, like, that comes with confidence, and that's something that eventually, like, you will learn to have. I think, like, coming in here, I definitely struggled with that. I struggled with taking risks on the field, and I think that as I grew as a player, that grew. So I think that's a big part with, like, taking the shot whenever that's available to you.
Yeah. And a question for you both. Do you have any personal rituals that kind of help you stay composed or get prepared before a game?
I have like this pregame playlist, and so I always listen. It's like 3 hours long, so I start listening to it 3 hours before the game if I can. And then I always make sure I play this one song right before like we go out, because it has like a slow part and then like a faster part. And so like I don't know why, but that song like calms me down and just helps me lock in for the game.
What's the specific song?
Red Sky by 21 Savage.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I listen to Disney music at first, probably like an hour before game. I listen to like, Frozen and all that stuff just to like clear my head, and then like that's when I'll get into like the rap once my head is like clear. But I'm a big Disney music girl, so
Nice. Is there a bit of like nostalgia there for you?
yeah, and I think it's just like a peaceful thing, like, so that way like that's when once my head is clear, then I can listen to like the rap and like get into it. But
Yeah. And one last question for you both. As you're both midfielders, how do you balance kind of the defensive side with the offensive side? Because y'all are all over the field.
I think that like in like offensively, like, we get up there because if we're not up there, then we're losing a chance to score. And like that's one less player that could be up there and scoring. And I think defensively, like, you don't want to be that player who leaves someone unmarked, because in a split second, like, that player could get the ball and score. And we've seen that with a lot of teams. So I think that, like, just being there and, like, not having the pressure of, like, that was your man is, like, a big thing.
And then also there's 3 of us in the midfield, and we all work together. So usually what happens is, like, 2 of us will go up, and then 1 will kind of stay back usually. And we're always rotating. So, like, let's say Jules and I go up at one point and Key stays back. If that's who's in the middle at the time. Then, like, that's what we do, because then we're attacking, but we still have someone back. So then if the ball gets kicked, then Julie and I can track back, and then we're on the defense side again. And it's just, like, just a rotation, and, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool that y'all have, like, a whole, like, setup and a whole kind of outlet for that.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
For sure. I think, like, trust also is, like, a big part of that. Because, like she was saying, like, if me and her go up and Key's back, like, and there's a quick switch, I think just like trusting that like she'll be there. So,
well, thank you guys so much for doing this interview with us.
Of course, yeah.
All right, and that's a wrap on all of the interviews we have today. Before we let y'all go, we wanted to do a quick segment about
with our professor. He's the best professor ever, but we just wanted to include him with this because without him, this would not be possible. So now we're going to turn it over to him and let him take charge for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm going to turn the tables on you all a little bit, and I want to know how it was for you to go through this experience. Just a little background for all of our audience. This has been part of the sports media practicum here at Brevard College, which is part of the communication major, where students who are really interested in the sports media field have a chance for some real experiential experience, able to get hands-on covering the Tornadoes throughout the semester. The 2 of you have done a great job with that. And also a huge shout out to the 3rd member of the sports media practicum this fall, Alex Spangler. He's doing a lot of the production, a lot of behind the scenes work. All you guys have had tremendous semesters gaining experience, and it's been capped off by this podcast that you all are putting together with the women's soccer team. And it's perfect that they won the championship, won 2 championships and gave us great content to work with. But I guess we'll start with Karis. Tell us a little bit about the semester, the practicum, the kinds of experiences you were able to enjoy.
So this semester opened me up to a lot of the kind of inside back works of the communication side of the athletics program. I was the majority of the time a deadline photographer. So if you go on to our social media platforms, shout out to BC Tornadoes, a lot of the post-game win slash like mid-game updates are my photos and have my photos within them. So it was a great outreach. It was a great, I guess, it was a way for me to get my photos out there, which was really nice. But not only did I do deadline photography, but I also participated in a few of the interviews. I'm pretty sure I did 2 interviews with the volleyball team and quite a few of them with the soccer team that we just interviewed today. I also worked a bit behind the scenes doing social media work as well.
Yeah, and that's a great point because you're able to gain the experience and be hands-on with a lot of the athletic events, but you're also building a demo reel, a resume along the way, work samples, and that kind of thing. Caitlin, how was the semester for you?
This semester was very different. So sports is not, I enjoy sports, but it's not really something that I have in my back pocket for a career. But, you know, I talked to you about the class last semester and even over the summer, and I was like, you know what, we'll give it a shot. Let's see what I can do. And you know, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. I got to interview. I got to work social media, and it was just fun. I think it was very cool and interesting to see what really goes on for athletic games, not only just like at our school, but like also like every school does this. We might do it different ways, but still just seeing all the hard work that goes into it is just insane. And I'm just like, listen, I applaud everyone that does that. I could not do that for every game, but it was awesome. I feel like I built so many relationships, not only with the athletes, but also with, you know, Ryan and Joseph, and, you know, just really give me like something to do, something that I enjoyed. And yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Wilkes and Joseph Marvin of the Brevard College Athletic Department, the sports information staff, really appreciate them opening the doors as well and letting you all gain experience and all their help behind the scenes also. Okay. Now, this women's soccer story, phenomenal all season long. They go undefeated. They win the conference championship in the regular season. The game in PKs against Southern Virginia in the tournament finale, they win that and then go to nationals. What was it like, Karis, to cover them all season long?
It was honestly amazing because they were undefeated. There were so many photos I captured of them just celebrating. They had full smiles in every single game. They truly had charisma, and it's such a strong team. And getting to see that not only like in the booth but also on the field as a photographer was really cool. I got to interact with a lot of the players, and it was just a great time.
Caitlin?
You know, it's definitely different for me. I don't know a lot about soccer, but being there and being like somewhat like involved was just like insane because I actually got to see what all goes into soccer, what the sport's really about. And I think, you know, just to those girls, they worked from the first day they got here till they had practice all the way to the nationals. And I think it just goes to show you that, you know, if you come together as a team, because that's what all sports teams are made of, you're a team. And I think that was the first box that they checked is we're a team, we're here together. And playing like one, acting like one is what ultimately took them to be undefeated and took them to win the USA South Conference.
Yeah, and then today's podcast that was recorded, one more extension of all that coverage that you all provided for the women's soccer team. What were some of the things you realized today talking to the women's soccer student athletes and doing this podcast with them?
I mean, a lot of what I realized wasn't happening within the studio. It was when we were waiting, like, outside of the studio, when I just got to get to know these players and get to know these people, because there was a whole group of them outside. They were really, really excited to get in the studio and do the interview. But, like, just hearing about their personal life, hearing about what they're doing for Thanksgiving, what they're eating, because food is always go-to in these podcasts, but just talking to them in general and seeing how they communicate with one another, how their friendships are so close. It's truly inspiring.
And how was the experience for you, Caitlin?
You know, kind of similar to Karis, you see the girls on the field and you see how they interact with their coach and with their teammates, but whenever you're sitting in a room with them, like you said, like you actually see how they interact with each other. And I think doing this interview with them was like, I got to see they're more than just a player. Like they're also a person. They have feelings about, the game and stuff like that. And, it was just great to just see them, like they worked so hard all season long and now they can just breathe and relax. And it was just so great to see them just in their normal element.
Well, congratulations to the entire sports media practicum class. It's the third semester that we've offered the sports media practicum here at Brevard College. We're gearing up for the spring as well. But all of you, Alex included, have done a fantastic job this semester covering all of our sports, not just women's soccer, but all the fall sports, men's soccer, volleyball, football, cross country, cycling, you name it, and then even basketball season getting started now too. I hope you all have enjoyed the semester as much as I have, as far as being your professor, and it's just been a lot of fun to have you guys on board. Any final thoughts? Maybe some thoughts about future communication majors and, some paths that they might want to pursue here at Brevard College?
I mean, paths-wise, there's so much more to communication than I originally thought. And being a part of the sports media practicum has opened me up to so many different areas within athletics, like a lot more than I had realized at first. And it's truly been like my favorite class this semester, just being immersed in the athletics department here and having the support in the team that we created. It was really, really fun.
Caitlin?
I would just have to say, just try it. Like, even if, you're not really 100%, just try it. That was me. I was kind of like, the first day of class, I was like, I don't know how to edit. I'm not going to take in photos. I don't know how well I'm going to do. But, I mean, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I'm, like, the best or anything. But I definitely did learn a lot. And I definitely built a portfolio, with you, with Joseph, with Ryan, with the other people that work in there. And I definitely, got a lot out of it. So.
Fantastic. Congratulations again. Great semester. Can't wait to see the finished product of this podcast. The audience who, as they're watching it, they're seeing the finished product, but kind of taking them behind the curtain a little bit here as we are putting our finishing touches on it here at the Media Lab. By the way, this is a beautiful new part of Brevard College's offerings too. And big thanks to the communication major and Charles for allowing us to come on in here. And Alex Bolton, who also is kind of a graduate of that sports media practicum. He's back for even more, and he's pushing a lot of the buttons here as well. So big thanks to all you all. Can't wait to see what's next for both of you and for Alex as well. And go Tornadoes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.